Folks at home, what's up?
What's going on? Today we're gonna go underwater and we're gonna check out some of these CrushCity baits, so stay tuned and let's go underwater and see what's going on.
Let's go. And this guy just had a kid.
Yeah.
He's been busy, dad life. Hey, we're catching back up. We're gonna get on him.
Alright guys, so first up we have the cleanup craw here at 3.5 inches. It's that new Rapala TPE material. It's got a really good fall here on a Texas rig with a 1/4 ounce weight. It's got a nice slow fall here. You can see all these fish and these standing weeds kind of checking it out. What I really like about this craw is it's subtle, it's compact, it's got a nice skinny body. I'm really interested to see this on a jig trailer. I'm going to have it underwater here on a jig here in a minute, but you can see the fish really like it. It comes in and out of this cover very cleanly. It's not catching extra stuff. The colors look great. At 3.5 inches, that craw is going to be the perfect size. Next up here you have the Bronco Bug. Bronco Bug's slightly bigger at 4 inches. It looks eerily similar to an OSP Do Live Beaver. Take what you will on that, but it's got those interesting pinchers on the back that really rock back and forth on the fall. This bait to me is going to be a very good Texas rig bait. It's going to be a really good Carolina rigged bait. It's going to be a pretty decent punching bait. We got some vertical shots here coming up of this bait on the fall, and that's when you can really see that rocking back and forth motion in that fall. It's going to be really good in standing vegetation like this. This is where I can envision myself fishing this bait. It's an interesting shape. It's got that back and forth kick you can see on the swim there. And I feel like that is really what this bait was designed to do, was to be a nice subtle fall in there with that subtle combined action, that rock back and forth. You can really see it stand out there in that underwater footage. As far as a dragging bait or a jig bait, I don't really see this being that good because its motion is not right on the bottom for that. But I see this as a Texas rig, Carolina rig bait where you've got a lot of vertical fall, a lot of vertical presentation in it. I probably won't fish this on a jig as much as I'll fish that craw. But it just is a good looking bait and it's pretty affordable. Here is that craw on a jig, and this is where I really think I'm going to fish this bait a lot. It looks really good on that jig. The colors are really good. The profile is clean. I really like the subtleness of the kick. It's not as much as a rage tail, but it's close. I really fish rage tail craws a lot on jigs, and this is something that I can see beefing up the jig, giving me a little bit more. It's almost like a rage menace if you had to compare it, but I really like the kick on the fall. Plus it comes through cover cleanly. It doesn't get caught in the stuff. Here we're throwing it through the junk and the weeds, trying to see how it comes through there. It comes through pretty clean. Some soft plastics, depending on how they're poured, can be a little bit more sticky. This doesn't appear to be. We try to drag it through a lot of stuff to see. The one thing that I like about it is it does have a buoyancy about it. Those claws do float up on the jig. That's one thing that I found has been drastically important in improving my bites. The buoyancy of the soft plastic that I'm fishing. I want it to stand up on bottom. I feel like that sets it aside. If it lays flat, there's a time and place for that. But I want that buoyancy on the craw. I want that kick. I can see fishing this as a swim jig or on a shaky head or on a tube jig head. A lot of different ways to present this bait. Nico rigging could be an option. It's got a decent fall on it, so I'm really excited to see this. Next up we have that Ned BLT. I really like the dual injected colors on these. A lot of Ned baits don't do that. It's that proprietary TPE material, so it stands up. Really like that. It's pretty responsive. It reminds me a lot of a TRD. And it's going to have that subtle fall, that subtle glide in action. What we're looking for is this bait stand up on the bottom. Yes, it does. It comes through stuff really good. It's slick. and it rigs really well. I like the 2 pour colors on it, but it's pretty much a standard Ned rig other than that. Next up, you got the Mayer swim bait. There's a lot of different varieties of this bait in different sizes. I grabbed a bunch of different sizes, but here is the 3-inch albino shad on a Dirty Jigs Matt Allen head in 1/4 ounce. The thing I really like about it is body roll. It looks like a standard swim bait. It's got a deeper body than most. It almost reminds me of the Storm Arashi shad in the kind of action that it has. It has that TPT material, so it's super buoyant. I can see this being good to throw over top of weed beds in different scenarios and section. To me, it's just kind of another swim bait in that category. Is it the first one I'm going to pick up? Probably not. It has some interesting colors on it. I'm interested to see this on a trailer as a chatterbait or a swim bait trailer.
Folks at home, that is a giant.
Yeah, the most dangerous fish in the world.
A dink that is hooked in a million different places.
Are we keeping it?
No.
So the boys were out fishing while we were doing these underwater baits. They ended up catching one on a jerk bait here. Uncle Caden's definitely getting it off the hook for him.
It's the dangerous fish in the world.
Yeah.
I can't get it, Lieutenant Dan. Okay.
There we go.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Get hyped. An 8-incher.
Kiss it.
Give it a
Give it a
kiss.
kiss.
Yeah!
What you doing?
There you go. See you later.
Whoa!
Yeah. Am I talking or are you talking?
I don't know.
So what do we think about these Crush City baits?
Well,
First impression.
my first impression of these baits is that they have a lot of reaction. And I think that is key, especially if you're fishing for fish that are on beds, weightless. I think that these things would be great weightless. So, I mean, I can't get enough of them.
I think watching them underwater, I think they're an interesting material. It's really buoyant. It's not like Elastec, but it's not like a regular soft plastic. They've got some great action. The craws got some great, just great look, great action on them underwater. I feel like they're gonna be a big player in our key. We got some helpers out here tonight, so it's a family affair. If you guys like what's going on the channel, help us out.
Yeah, please subscribe. You know, definitely we've hit that 3,000 mark, so we're having fun doing it. Obviously, you can see here. So,
yep, we're living it up right here. Give us a like, subscribe, hit all those links. Go on Omnia, get our 10% discount on all these products. Let us know in the comments what you want to see in the future. And hey, we got some exciting stuff coming up. Close it out.
Bye. Bye.
We'll see you guys later.